as you're probably aware, this upload is coming again a day late on Saturday. Now then, as a reasonable person, I thought, well, if all of my uploads for the past 3 weeks have been coming on a Saturday instead of Friday, why not move uploads to Saturday instead? And so that will be the new upload date. Moving on, today's Sudrian Landmarks will be on Vicarstown Station. Hope you enjoy. Some general details both the television series and railway series versions share are that A, the station is at the end of the line on the northwestern, and B, it has a rolling bridge that connects to Barrow and Furness in England. When Cronk Abbey was first founded in 1150, the Abbot of Furness wanted a land grant on which her vicar could stay. And so, after a house was built there, a town soon after sprung up, thus the name Vicarstown. Fun fact, the name for Vicarstown actually comes from the real Vicarstown on the Isle of Walney, which is located somewhere around Barrow, and actually where Sodor would be in real life. This, if you're wondering, is the real Vicarstown. Now, in Universe 1928, Vicarstown got an almost downgrade, losing a platform and just becoming a smaller station in general, which is odd to me since it is supposed to be the first thing you see when arriving to Sodor, so I'd expect it to be grand. But, thankfully, the CGI show writers made it look so. In the railway series, the Vicarstown Rolling Bridge, which obviously wasn't seen in the books, thus my use of a CGI image, was actually used as a connection to Barrow so that LMS engines can run the Normanby branch, and so Northwestern engines can go up to Barrow. It's a nice system and actually really interesting in Sodor's history. Vicarstown never appeared in the model series. However, this is what we first saw of it in the show. A huge and amazing CGI render. I will admit, it is a bit odd having the station being placed on top of a viaduct, but it's also really, really cool and a smart idea too. This version of Vicarstown has 8 tracks and 5 platforms, as well as 2 large clock towers on each end of the station. When we go towards the mainland, we see the 2 viaducts connect into one, and 3 tracks head off into the distance to England. In the television series, the only real purpose for the bridge to exist is so that the mainland can connect to Sodor. It is also there to serve in a completely pointless scene of a movie we will not discuss. With that all covered, we'll now go on to merchandise. This is the wooden railway Vicarstown Rolling Bridge, otherwise the wooden railway bridge jump set. Now, I actually enjoy this version of the Vicarstown Bridge. I don't like how much plastic it uses, but it's a very nice item, and while it came in a set that many people only bought just for Gina, I do think it was worth it. It's a really good-looking item and plays the part quite well. In Trackmaster Revolution, the bridge is permanently upwards, which is an incredible downside, and it's in a really gimmicky set, and basically Harold carries Thomas up that giant pillar that you see, and Thomas runs down jumping the bridge, and the bridge is connected to that plastic bit of water that connects to the landmass, which is supposed to be the mainland. Honestly, it's a strange set, but I guess will be entertaining to your child for about 15 minutes or so. The Tomy iteration of this bridge actually moves, so that gives it a few points. And while I don't like the fishy aspect of it, it's a nice inclusion and kind of cute. So yeah, it's a really nice item. The motorized version, it is amazing. The detail on it is pretty good for motorized, and it, while yes, doesn't move, plays the part really well, and you could fit boats under there easily enough. So yeah, definitely include it in a layout if you were to make one based on that area. Speaking of which, they included Henry's Tunnel in the set. Kudos to you, Mattel. As for the station itself, the only proper form of merchandise we have for it is the wooden railway model, which serves it a lot of justice. And while it's not on a viaduct, I doubt they would pay for that. And that, my friend, was Vicarstown. Hope you enjoy this episode of Sudrian Landmarks, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!